To a guy who's hoping to be one of the greatest of the current generation and into the year's future, Bad Chad Dawson, the light heavyweight champion of the world, Ring Magazine at 175, trying to become the super middleweight champion of the world as you take on Andre Ward come September 8th. Chad, let's discuss training camp a bit. Full disclosure, you and I live next to each other back in New Haven, Connecticut. Our kids go to school together. But you're out here in Las Vegas with John Scully. How's camp been going?
Camp is going great. You know, couldn't ask for anything better. We got out here. I'm 4 weeks in right now. You know, still got another 5 weeks to go before the fight. You know, and everything's just great. Sparring's great. You know, I'm up every morning doing my road work. You know, everything is just going so smoothly, you know, we can't ask for anything better.
Chad, is the 168 a concern? How are you on target for weight?
I left the gym today at 178 pounds. Wow. So, I mean, there's no concern. I told everybody from the get-go it was no problem. After I beat Bernard the second time on HBO, I told everybody I'll go down to 168 and it will be no problem. You know, and I'm showing and I'm proving. I'm showing everybody I can make the weight easy, and it's my natural weight.
Shane, how do you see this fight? You got to give both guys a lot of credit just for taking it. I mean, two guys are at the prime of their career.
These are two great fighters. I'm not sure if it's going to get the billion it's supposed to, but this is like one of the pay-per-view fights that people must see, that the fighting fans want to see. The two best fighters in that era, 168, 178. Now he's come down to 168 to take his title, to try to take the title or to take it. And I see it being a great fight. What I'm trying to see is who's going to make the first move. You know, because they're both great boxers. They both can move real good, and they can sit there and they can fight with you too as well. So in this fight, who's going to make the first move? Who's going to go out there and take the championship or take the fight?
Is that something that concerns you, of having the mentality of being a little more the aggressor against somebody like Ward?
No, you know, see, I'm not going to change my game plan. I'm not going to change my style. You know, I have superior boxing skills. I'm going to use my superior boxing skills. I'm not, you know, I know Andre Ward likes to be on the inside. He likes to, you know, rough guys up on the inside, and he doesn't do too much boxing. You know, people say that he's an all-around fighter, but, you know, I don't really see that. You know, I see him being on the inside, wanting to trade punches. And if it gets to that point where I have to sit down and have to trade punches, I will be prepared for it. But all in all, I plan on using my superior boxing skills, outboxing them, and winning the fight that way.
Definitely. I mean, you definitely have the height and, you know, the southpaw stance to keep the jab working. So it definitely can work for you. But it's going to definitely be a tough fight.
Yeah, and if you look at you know, the guys he's been fighting, you know, they haven't worked behind guys he's been fighting. They haven't worked behind jabs. They haven't try to use boxing skills to beat him. They fall into his game plan. You know, and my job is to go out there and not fall into his game plan. And like my trainer Scully's been telling me, you know, you got to make him have to deal with you and deal with everything that you do great, as opposed to me having to deal with him. So that's what we're working on. We're going to go out there. We're going to execute that. And, you know, I'm looking forward to bringing home another title.
And Chad, we're looking forward to seeing it. I give both you guys a lot of credit for taking the fight. We'll check in with you as it gets closer. Shane, one last word with Bad Chad?
One question. Did you, when you guys were in the Olympics, did you guys ever work with each other?
No, I didn't make it to the Olympics.
On the team? On the team?
I wasn't on the team. I never met Andre Ward until a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people think we crossed paths before. We never crossed paths. You know, I got a chance to meet him. He seems like a pretty nice guy, you know. It's like we kind of have the same personality, you know. He's a family man, I'm a family man. So, you know, all in all, it's going to be a great fight, September 8th. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I know he's looking forward to the challenge. We just want to get a world something to look forward to and a great fight.
Showdown between ring champions. The light heavyweight champions going down to take on the super middleweight champion of the world come September 8th. Bad Chad, thanks for joining us, buddy. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you. Good question.
Main event coming up. First, here's Bernardo.